What if I told you that the Nazis didn't vanish in 1945, that they just changed their names, fled across oceans, and quietly kept their network alive? Not in bunkers, but in boardrooms, in South American suburbs, maybe even in places of power today. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's the shadowy trail of something real, a secret organization called ODESSA. At the end of World War II, the world celebrated the fall of the Third Reich. Hitler was dead, Berlin was in ruins, and the Nuremberg trials were just beginning. But behind the headlines and parades, hundreds, if not thousands, of SS officers were slipping away, disappearing. And not just foot soldiers, these were high-ranking, dangerous men. War criminals. Scientists. Ideologues. They didn't escape alone. According to documents declassified decades later, they had help from within. The name ODESSA comes from the German acronym Organisation der ehemaligen SS-Angehörigen, Organization of former SS members. Its existence is still debated in academic circles. But the evidence is chilling. From forged Red Cross passports to underground smuggling routes through Italy and Spain, ODESSA allegedly built an escape network for fleeing Nazis. Their destination? Mostly Argentina, Brazil, and Chile, nations with authoritarian leanings and, in some cases, sympathy for the Axis cause. And the man most associated with exposing this network? Simon Wiesenthal, a Holocaust survivor who dedicated his life to hunting Nazis. He claimed ODESSA wasn't just a myth. He said it was real. Organized. Funded. Protected by silence. One of the most infamous examples? Adolf Eichmann, architect of the Holocaust. He lived undetected in Argentina for years, under a false name, with a quiet job and a suburban home. Only in 1960 did Mossad agents track him down, kidnap him, and bring him to justice in Israel. Without a network like ODESSA, could he have survived that long, so well hidden? But Eichmann wasn't alone. Joseph Mengele, the angel of death from Auschwitz, also escaped. So did Klaus Barbie, the butcher of Lyon. The list goes on. And every one of them seemed to vanish in the same way, with clean documents, silent assistance, and a route across the Atlantic. So who funded ODESSA? Some believe it was ex-Nazis pooling resources. Others say the Vatican and certain elements of the Catholic Church helped smuggle Nazis through so-called red lines, fearing communist expansion more than fascist remnants. Then there are those who point fingers at Western intelligence, arguing that, in the early Cold War, anti-communist expertise was too valuable to ignore. But here's the darker question: did ODESSA die in the 1960s, or did it evolve? Some researchers believe fragments of the network persisted, quietly influencing politics in South America. Argentina's Perón regime welcomed Nazi fugitives. Chile under Pinochet harbored war criminals. There are whispers that ODESSA members infiltrated business sectors, banking, and even arms deals. A few claim their descendants still hold power today, more discreet, more digital, but with the same dark legacy. And while no solid proof ties a living organization called ODESSA to current events, the lack of transparency, the secrecy that defined it, makes us wonder, what else was buried with those Nazi documents? What else was scrubbed from history? We like to think that the war ended with a clear moral victory. But maybe it didn't. Maybe part of it just went underground. If you found this look into ODESSA as haunting and fascinating as we did, subscribe to TriviaTales. Because history isn't just about what happened. It's also about what refuses to die.